Checking 1, 2, 3. Checking 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. It's M Dog back again. Well, Matt. I say M Dog sometimes. Whatever. What it do, MHD crew? It's Matt back again with another live stream. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you are tapped into the MHT Sports Talk Show. We're here every week. Turn that post notification bell on, though, so you know when we post, when we're posting the show, when we're live, so you can tap in and join the conversation. All right. So Jerry Jones, first of all, happy football day. Today is the day. Today was the day, I should say, that everybody in the NFL, every team in the NFL has officially started training camp. Everyone is officially in training camp season. It's football season, folks. It's football season. I'm excited. I know you're probably excited. If you're not a football fan, try it. You know, you might like football. You might, just might. Now, Jerry Jones, Gerald Wayne Jones, Gerald. Jerry has some things to say today. And by his standards, he was saying how he doesn't want to stir the pot. He's known for being messy. He's known for, being an attention getter, being able to grab your attention, I should say. And today he grabbed something. He grabbed attention today. I'm not going to lie, but it was kind of weird. It was in a weird way. Usually Jerry he's always trying to grab somebody's attention. It seemed like this year he was more so. He took an aggressive front as to how he's been attacking free agency and how he's going to continue to attack free agency and trades, right? But today he made one that really stuck out to me and apparently all of the internet, right? But I'm gonna get into that in a few. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you are new here, tap in. And if you're a Cowboy fan, subscribe too. You know, we're trying to win it all this season, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So Jerry Jones had this to say. Jerry Jones said, shout out to Todd Archer, by the way, a Cowboy beat writer. Jerry Jones said he would be willing to give up the future to add a big-time player to the roster because of how good he feels about this team at the moment. Said he had a conversation with an owner as recent as yesterday. I don't know who he could have been talking to. I mean, I know there's one owner that he's really, really close with, and that's Mark Davis, Al Davis' son. And that kind of leads me into another segue, right? But we'll stay here right now. We'll stay here for now. So last time Jerry said this was on 105.3 The Fan last season, right before we traded for Quinnen Williams. And he wasn't lying, right? He wasn't lying. He was actually very serious about what he was saying. And he ended up getting a difference maker. And right before I got on this podcast, Clarence Hill and Jesse, I can't even think of his last name right now. I can't think of Jesse's last name right now, but Jesse with no I. Jesse was saying how they were talking to Jerry Jones after the opening presser, and he was saying how, well, Clarence asked him, what if you were to look at a player right now, where do you think you guys need help? He said edge rusher and linebacker. Now, this kind of goes into another segue right here. So after he made that statement, okay, Jane Slater asked, because we were kept in the dark about Dallas going for Max Crosby. So Jane Slater asked Jerry Jones. She was like, so what really happened with the Max Crosby situation? Why did you guys back off? You know what? Why didn't you guys add more pressure? Why did you guys stop? And there was a long pause. It was very awkward, but it was a long pause. And you can see Jerry looking at Jane. You can see Jerry looking at Jane like, why would you ask me this question right now? Why? Why would you even think about doing that? Jerry stared. He stared at Jane. And then he said, we didn't. That's all he said. He said, we didn't. I promise you. If I had the clip, I would play it for you, but I don't want it to get taken down. He said we didn't. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said we didn't. We didn't. And she was like, can you go into more detail? And he just was like, no, I can't because it's tampering. But we pursued him, and it went this way. We were very confident of what we saw with him regarding his injury. We knew, the guy that worked on him, he's down here in Dallas, so we knew him. So we knew about his situation, which brings me to this, right? Which brings me to this. Now, Trey Wingo is an NFL insider. So I actually trust what matter of fact, Trey Wingo was the one who broke the news that Dallas was going to trade for Quinnen Williams, or we're going to be in right before the trade deadline this past season. Now, Trey Wingo, he said, here's what I know. Can't confirm he spoke to Mark, but no, he's looking for more defensive help, and Crosby is among others he's going after. He's shaking the tree to see what may fall his way. Next 24 hours will tell us a lot. Bat signal received. He's going after Max. He's going to try to go after Max. You can't even tell me he's not going to try to go after. I know he's going to go after Max. He wants Max Crosby. I know he does. He wants to go after Max, and if not, there's Josh Sweat still out there. Vita Vea just requested a trade, right? And that's what a lot of people are thinking. A lot of people are thinking it might be Tampa. It might be who he talked to on Monday, allegedly. This is nuts. This is nuts. I don't know what Jerry's cooking, but Jerry's cooking something. One thing I know Jerry not to be is a liar about certain things, I should say. Other times he does lie, but about this stuff, no, he doesn't lie about that. He doesn't lie about that. You can tell when Jerry's absolutely he can't. He's itching to get the news out, right? And so I think was it John Machota? I think John Machota was also asking the question. Are you guys done? Are you guys glad with the roster you have, and are you looking to add more help? Are you looking to add help through after the training camp in Oxnard or during or even before? And Stephen Jones was like, yeah, we're looking to add, we're looking to do this, we're looking to do that. And it's a 365-day business, right? We're always looking to add. Jerry cut that man off. He said, let me add on to what Steven say. Look, I just talked to somebody yesterday, right? We try to go to the bowl, right? I promise you, that is what Jerry Jones said. That is what Gerald Wayne Jones said. Can't make this up. Do I think we go to the Super Bowl? No, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. No. But what I do think, Jerry has definitely taken a different approach to this offseason, right? Jerry's definitely taken a different approach to the offseason. It's as if he has a little pep in his step, as my mom would say, a little pep in his step. So with that, right, I think he might be actually trying to go all in. I don't know. It looks like he's trying to go all in though. Jerry has a little. He got a little oomph now, man. He has a little oomph now. He says he's willing to go with the future because he feels like this is a Super Bowl winning roster. Now, I do have my questions about the Dallas Cowboys roster. I do. Linebacker, I'm not too sure. Your season practically falls apart a little more than a little bit. If and only if DeMarvion Overshown gets hurt. If DeMarvion Overshown gets hurt, and he has a history of getting hurt. I mean, it's football. You're going to get hurt. It is what it is. With that being said, with this particular roster, you can't afford a guy like DeMarvion Overshown getting hurt. You just can't. You just can't. That just cannot happen. Because if it does happen, you're down bad. Because Shamar James is probably going to end up going to the mic, right? Also, with pass rush, I'm not too crazy about Rashawn Gary. A lot of people are. I'm not because he wasn't even the main guy in Green Bay last season. His numbers took a nosedive since 21, 22. So he hadn't really been that guy, and we're kind of banking on Donovan Ezeraku to be that guy. And Donovan has not really shown he can be that guy quite yet. So there's that with Donovan Ezeraku. And outside of that, you're also dependent on Malachi Lawrence. Malachi's a rookie. I'm not saying rookies can't perform. I'm not saying rookies can't be elite. They can, but we just don't know. We don't have a clue, right? We don't know what he can do. You need somebody proven. You need a proven vet and a vet that's going to get after the quarterback. I think the Cowboys should bring Jadeveon Clowney back. Jadeveon Clowney had what 9 sacks? I think he had about 9 or 10. He was very productive. He was the best edge rusher you had last season. Literally, Dante Fowler didn't do anything, respectfully. I mean, Sam Williams, he's there, but I mean, he's not a top echelon guy, right? So, I mean, Jerry Wright, they need help at edge rusher, and they definitely need help at linebacker. I mean, I don't know. Maris Leofau is in. He's not really. Is he help? Does that? I don't think so. I don't think Maris Leofau would help you in any way, shape, or form. But Max Crosby to Dallas is actually gaining traction. I don't know, man. I don't know. I genuinely do not know what to think about this because you don't know. You don't know who Jerry's going to go out there. And Jerry is also the type to say, "Oh, we were in contact with a certain team, blase, blase, blase," and then he goes after somebody that we have no clue who they are. For instance, Jonathan Mingo. I said Mingo. Mingo. I mean, it's just like he does that type of stuff, man, and it doesn't really. It's not funny. It's not funny as a fan. I know it's not funny. It's not funny when somebody says that. You're like, oh my God, I'm about to get somebody major. Mingo, what? You know. So we're gonna see what Jerry must. I just know how Jerry is, though, man. When Jerry says something like that, Jerry can't wait to get the news out. He can't. Jerry, he just can't. And you know, a lot of people are they're questioning. They're questioning if Jerry's telling the truth. I'm looking at one tweet. I don't have another window to open so you guys can look at it, but I'm gonna just read it off. Max Crosby is still him. I don't know whether we get him or not, but acting like he'd not be a game changer is just idiotic, and it is. It is. It really is, because Max Crosby is literally different. Max Crosby is like he's one of the best. He's a top 3 edge rusher in this game, in this league. He sure is. He sure is. I saw something else. If I could bring it up, that'd be great. Let me see. Somebody was saying Brian Broaddus. Broaddus was also a Cowboys front office individual. I gotta scroll. Good night. Scroll. What's today? The 28th? Yeah, the 28th. Scroll. All right, well, I actually don't have it. I thought I did, but whatever. Yeah, so basically Brian Broaddus was saying how he wants the Cowboys to go after him, and they think that the Cowboys are going to go after Max Crosby. I tell you what, if and only if, I think this is the only way that the Cowboys will go get Max Crosby. If the Raiders are not good once again, we'll get Max. I think he's going to go to Dallas. I think he's going to go to Dallas because Jerry and Jerry and Mark Davis, they're like this. Why? Because Al Davis and Jerry Jones were like this, and that bond is still there. So they talked about the Super Bowl. They talked about going to the Super Bowl and things of that nature. But it's Max Crosby's nonsense is I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody else said after the Rams won the Super Bowl, Stephen Jones said the way they win isn't optimal. Today, the Cowboys say they admire the Rams' approach. It seems like the Dallas Cowboys are starting to get it. I remember when Stephen Jones said that. Let me tell you something. When Stephen Jones made that little comment about how the Rams they're not going to be able to keep winning like that, this, that, and the third, and they constantly get back in the NFC Championship game. And they're honestly just always competing. It made Stephen Jones. I know that made him mad. I mean, you just don't say things like that because the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. You have a bunch of the Cowboys fans talking about where's Ricky Scoops at. Ricky's somewhere, man. Ricky is he's hibernating. I think they banned his account if I'm not mistaken. I think they banned his account. Honestly. But yeah, I do have to get up early in the morning. 10:40. Okay. I got a few minutes to be on here. Man, I don't know. I don't know, but we do need to. I mean, I think a move like Max Crosby coming to your team can make your defense, who finished last, it can make it from worst to first. It just can. And having a veteran presence like that, because honestly, Max is still somewhat in his prime. Max he hasn't fallen off. Whoever tells you that, they are a liar. Respectfully, they don't know what they're talking about. Max Crosby is still in that top brass of edge rushers, dude. He still is. Now, even when he was hurt, he was putting up dumb numbers, man. Dumb numbers. But yeah, what a first day of official football. This is when football can officially start. This is the best time of year, man. I can't even lie. But yeah, I mean, if I could, oh man, I think I took it off. I sure did. I sure did. I should be able to here, have a look at this. Y'all should be able to hear me. So I know it's coming through one ear. I got y'all. I got you. I got you. I got you. Bow. Mm-hmm. There we go. Now look at that. Look at that right there. We didn't. On why the Cowboys walked away from a trade for Max Crosby. They claimed they were there. They claimed they were there. You know? So I'm not necessarily sure what all went down or why they stopped pursuing them, but Jerry he claims that they didn't, they didn't walk away. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I have to be careful what I say because I don't want to say I'm. I just gotta be careful, brother. There just some things I can and cannot say as far as the NFL because of my involvement with them. But what I can say, I can't say this, and I know I can say this. I think the Dallas Cowboys are they're gonna be pretty solid this season. They're gonna be pretty solid. Out of all years, it's just of course it's gonna be this year that they're gonna be solid. Wow. This is just wow. I'm smiling, but I have to let you guys know about that stuff a little later, man. But it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. But I'm looking forward to the season. I think my sleeper team is going to be Cam Ward and the Titans. A lot of people are sleeping on them. I don't get why they're sleeping on them. Brian Daboll is going to lead that team. Offense. And they have Carnell Tate, Wan'Dale Robinson, right? I don't know if they still have Calvin, but they still have guys. They have DK. They still got their running back tandem back there. So, hey, I'm just saying. But anyway, I didn't plan on being up here long. I am just very intrigued of what Jerry Jones had to say. And it's funny. Jerry Jones said he doesn't want to stir the pot this season and came out and said that. Oh, that old man, I tell you. That old man, Gerald Wayne. Gerald Wayne Jones. I I'm just looking at different tweets from old Jura. Well, people that were there. Does Jerry Jones feel pressure going into this season? He said, yes, I do, for all the obvious reasons. We've got certain things in place here that might not stay in place. He knows. Jerry knows. Jerry knows. And he talked about George Pickens, obviously, but I think George's going to be here. Honestly, I think George is going to be here. I think George is still going to be a Cowboy for the most part. I don't think he's going to be like for 5 years or anything like that. I think it's probably going to be about for 3 years, 2 to 3. Yeah, 2 to 3 more years. If they get, bro, imagine if they get Max Crosby. That means if they have Max, they have Max Crosby, Quinnen Williams, Donovan Ezeraku, Kenny Clark, and then the linebackers. I mean, again, our linebackers, they're not bad, but if DeMarvion Overshown is the main guy that's keeping things together with the Dallas Cowboys defense, with that linebacker crew. Because outside of oh my God, never mind, D Winters. I don't know how I forgot about him. So DeMarvion Overshown, D Winters, Shamar James, so many guys. Jayshon Barham. Maris is going to be an outside linebacker, but in Christian Parker's defense, outside linebackers, they act as if they are the edge. They act like they're the edge. So I think it's a 3-4 defense, but how it's going to be played is as if it's almost like a 4-2. Yeah, it's almost like a 4-2-5, you know. So we'll see. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun season. I really, really think the Cowboys, it's thundering really bad here, so I got to hurry up and get on off of here. God, it's still going. It's still going. Okay, stop. That was the longest thunder roll I think I've ever seen or heard or been a part of. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here. We'll have another show talking about the all season. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. But we're this close to the official start of the season. First game of the season. If I'm not mistaken, that's on the 9th. I think it's on the 9th. I think it's either the 9th or the 13th when the season starts. It's on that Wednesday. So I can't wait. I know you guys can't wait. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tap in with us. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.